I'm with.
Nick. Nick without a headache this time. Gang gang.
It's about time. And our little we have a guest here today, and you are. All right, Camden. Are you ready? Are you ready to discuss our topics today? All right. So today's topic, and I'll let Nick start off as always because he's
So today's our first topic is going to be: should Election Day be made a federal holiday?
no.
I'm gonna have to simply agree with that.
Well,
It's a simple no.
no to a point though. It's because it's not a federal holiday, and many people already look at it as a federal holiday.
Well, that's for religious purposes. Election Day, we're not sitting
Yeah,
here worshiping our political leaders here.
we're not worshiping Biden for the choices he's made in office, okay? If you are, then we should rethink your political party. And I'm a libertarian, so that's saying something.
Well, if you're getting time off work of it, it should be. Then you're saying it should be a federal holiday at that point.
But yeah, what
Because
me and Nick are saying are very valid points. Is
well,
you
like,
can
let's look at the
vote.
definition of a civic duty, right? A
Okay.
civic duty is a defined responsibility of a citizen in the United States that includes voting in elections in the best interest of our country. It is always beneficial to have a high voter turnout, and some have proposed that turning election day to a federal holiday. This is not the solution. It's simply not the solution. No, it will not drive into higher voter turnout at all. You know what? Like, voter turnout, it's a very big issue in our country. You know, we ended up with what, 100 million voters out of the 374 million, and if we count for, let's just say hypothetically, there's 74 million convicts out there that can't vote legally, right?
Hmm.
You know, that's a very small percentage there.
Yeah, and I do understand your point, but also you have to look at it as not many. You have businesses that also, you know, they take days off. Like on election day, some businesses are like, don't come in today, go vote, or some stuff like that. They
But
count
then,
it.
but then you're getting paid for that federal holiday, because all federal holidays you are getting paid for. Well, that is because of their religious freedoms. They're not.
All right, so we should all be able to agree that, of course, it's should not be it should stay a non-federal holiday. Sorry for hurting your feelings there, Camden, on getting some vacation days off of work.
Yeah, no vacation for you, Camden.
All right, and I like to go last. Everyone knows that. So we're gonna let our guest talk second, and I think that he has a very interesting topic to talk about. Camden, controversial. Camden, would you like to present your topic?
Are you asking whether gay marriage should be legal or?
He asked for our views. What are your personal opinions on gay marriage first, Nick?
I'm gonna have to say, you know, it's a human right. You know, if you're happy with who you're happy with, if you're happy with yourself, go ahead and go pursue that. I'll support you through it all, but just don't, just don't try coming on to me, because I probably won't accept it that way.
I personally do not care. It's your life, not mine. And now, Camden, would you like to go ahead and you said is very controversial, so I'm gonna guess that you're gonna.
Adam and Steve. Yes.
So we're bringing religion into this.
Okay, so you know, like, not to offend of our Christian viewers here, but religion is a figment of our imagination that allows us to worship some higher being, to allow to us to put blame onto a higher being. May I? But at the same time, you're denying basic human rights, which is the pursuit of happiness here.
Well, it wasn't always. America wasn't always where gay marriage was legal. Now, my personal opinion is it's your life. Like I said, do whatever you want with it. Do not bring it up to me. I do not
Unalienable
care.
rights. Unalienable rights.
So we have one person with it, one person who doesn't care, and one person against it. Sound right?
Sounds right about right.
Okay. So, and actually, you did bring up our Christian viewers, Nick, and you did bring up Adam and Steve. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. And those are, well, those are target points, but I'm hearing no facts. And in fact, to be honest, the one thing that you should mention, as both of you being Christians, and it's sad that I have to answer this for you, I am a Satanist. And the point is it's very it says in the Bible that no man shall lay with a boy. It does say that. You can look it up, you can research it, hell, you can open your own Bible. And I'm going to guarantee you that that's going to say that. Now, that doesn't, and many people interpret that, and many people use that. I've heard it used before in defenses. Many people use no.
Christian, so here's what I'm hearing is that, so you're saying one religion is automatically higher than the others? We got Islamic guy here. We got the Islamic religion. We got the Buddhist religion.
Yes.
So are you saying Christianity is automatically better than all of those because it specifically says not to lay with another male?
But in fact, thank you for proving my point, Nick, and this is why you are actually helping me and proving my case that maybe you don't agree with gay marriage. Nope. Listen,
okay, so you're proving
maybe
a
you
point
don't
here
agree
that one
with
religion
gay
is correct.
marriage because instead of letting me finish my point, you interrupt because you don't understand what I'm talking about, and that may scare you because you may be just a little bit inferior. But let me tell you, so it says in the Bible, the Christian Bible, which I'm mentioning the Christian Bible because you guys have only mentioned Christianity. So Nick, please ask yourself that question right there of why you, of all people, want to call me out after only mentioning Christianity. But I'm gonna let that slide this time because that's not what this is about. But it says in the Christian Bible, no man shall lay with a boy. Alright, so it says that in the
Okay, so
the
man
Hebrew,
and boy,
no,
man
it says
and
that
boy
in
are
the Hebrew.
two different things.
Exactly.
A man is a man
Exactly.
and a boy is a young child.
It's saying you shall not commit rape or sodomy.
But that's rape and that's not gay marriage. Here, we're not talking about homosexuality.
Exactly.
Now, another
It
scripture
how
that you could have brought up, which you failed to mention, was that a man being caught in bed with another man shall be stoned to death. You know, if you were correctly in the mind, you would have noticed that one automatically right off the bat.
But you interpreted
specifically,
it. You've proved my point because you interpreted what I said as how most people interpret it. And you can go back and you can watch this exact thing. It is live at this moment, and you can watch it because it has you saying on record, this is all on record, it has you saying that you said, oh, so it's saying that a male shall not lay with another male. That's what you said. Please go back and watch it. No.
No, what I'm saying is that you're saying it's okay to lay with another man. No, you're saying that it's okay for one religion to be correct. So you're prioritizing this Christian religion over all other religions, saying this Christian religion is better than all of these other religions.
I am in fact
only using
not
that one.
saying that. I have never said that. That was never stated once. You are now putting words in my mouth, sir, which I do not enjoy, and it, in fact, is not very compliant to what we are talking about. You're getting very off topic. Camden, do you have any input on what he wants to say? Camden, who do you think's in the right now? Who do you think is more factual and backing their own statements up? Exactly. The Bible says you shall not lay. A man and a boy shall not lay together. You did bring up that you can be stoned to death.
Did you not just state that a man and boy rape and sodomy, correct? Rape and sodomy.
Yes.
Now you could have used a different verse here. Now if a man is caught with another man, shall be stoned to death. Now I'm not saying that's always correct because
But it has nothing on marriage. It does not say marriage. That is purely on sex. And the Bible does have stuff that it isn't too harsh on. The Ten Commandments, it's the harshest on. And we are focusing on Christianity, which I would enjoy to get out of really fast.
Then let's talk about unalienable rights here. The right to pursue have happiness, right? What if you found someone of the same sex that makes you happy? Would you not want to be with that one person? It could be like best friends, right?
I'm not against it. Camden's against it.
Then why are you arguing with me? Then why are you arguing with me?
Because you're arguing back at me. It says a boy like a child. A B-O-Y.
Then that's molestation. That's rape.
Exactly.
Rape.
You're bringing
We're not talking about rape here. We're not talking about rape here. We're talking about gay marriage.
You're bringing up the wrong stuff.
Gay marriage.
It's gay marriage, yes. Now, Camden, why do you think it's not so right? If you don't mind my asking.
That's not gay marriage. That is rape. Are you saying that gay people are rapists at this point? Because you're laughing this.
For one, I have never said that.
Well, you're comparing rape and sodomy to gay marriage.
Camden,
you're comparing those two. You're comparing rape and sodomy to gay marriage.
Camden, what did you just say? Can someone go back? Because it sounds like he just said all homosexuals are rapists. Do you mind putting your input on that, please?
Cristian, you're comparing homosexuality to rapists. Here.
I, for one, never compared it. I said just a verse that people get confused with.
But then why'd you keep going back at it?
Like you not believing it's right. Or Nick believing that he's a genius at this case.
I'm not a genius at this case. There's plenty of people, and you're going to the wrong verse here. You're talking about rape and sodomy versus. Now, if you were to use the correct, verse of if a man is caught with another man, if a man, right? Two male adults were caught in bed together committing adultery, shall be stoned to death. Then at that point, that would have been a correct.
But do you believe that? Do you believe that?
No, we have every right to disagree with what our religious beliefs say, such as free will. We have the right to free will. We have the right to think what we want to think. That's why we have our own minds, Cristian.
Because do you believe in a certain religion?
I like to keep. My religion does not matter here.
Because it seems like you're focusing on only Christianity, so if I were to take a guess, then I would think that you would be a Christian.
I could use the Quran too here.
Then why aren't you using it?
Because I don't know the Quran by heart, and I grew up in a Christian household. Doesn't automatically mean I'm Christian. Now, would you like to go based off? No, I believe there is a higher being, right?
So as a Christian, you believe that homosexuality is a sin, and that it shouldn't be a thing?
No.
Because that is what the Bible says, and if you are a
and
Christian that you say you are, if you are a Christian that you say you are,
then I disagree with that, and I have every right to disagree with that. Doesn't mean all Christians follow that. that belief. You know, we have every right to disagree with it.
One of the most enduring ethical issues across Christian traditions is sexual diversity.
What about sexual diversity?
It
There's
is
diversity
unlikely
across
that
the world.
it's very unlikely that biblical authors had any notion of sexual orientation. They just didn't. For example, the term homosexual wasn't even coined until the late 19th century. So, you want to go into more detail about that? Because they didn't have a word for that back then. So, if they didn't have a word for that, then how would it be transferred to a Bible as homosexuality? I want you to explain that really quick. Please, I'll take your time. I can wait. All right. So it seems like he is stunned. So we can move on to the next
Actually,
topic.
it says Muhammad's condemnation of anal sex with wives added hetero-anal sex as well with homosexual males within the sex. Sorry, I'm still having to translate here. It's kind of hard.
Okay, so before we jump into how it is that religions can maintain the authority of, like their books or their scriptures, and also affirm sexual diversity, it might be helpful if we start with a brief but clear overview of some assumptions. So, like, there's nothing wrong with homosexuality. It's religion that makes it that way.
Okay, so here it is. Sexual contact between men, let alone anal sex, is considered permissible, which is good within God's eyes and Muhammad's eyes. But on the other hand, adultery, vaginal sex with another wife, is condemned by Muhammad. Translating is difficult.
That right there is a sin, as you guys would put it.
No, vaginal sex. Vaginal sex with the unmarried adultery within the Quran. The Quran
So
allows
adultery
anal
is
sex
just
between
cheating.
men.
That's what adultery is.
Yes, but the Quran actually allows anal sex between men. It's permissible.
So homosexuality in the Quran is okay. So then why do Christians make it seem so bad?
Because most of them are closed-minded. And you know,
Camden,
we
why
all
do
have
you
the right
think
to
it's so
our own
bad?
beliefs.
But why do you believe it's wrong? You have to have a certain backing. You have to have a certain reason. Do your parents think it's wrong? Is that why you believe it's wrong? Does your church think it's wrong? Do you wanna talk back on your church and if they think it's wrong?
We
Okay,
do?
what do you think about that? Why? Is it because they're lesbian? Is it because
Oh
you refuse to talk to any homosexualities based on your opinion or view, Camden?
no, our church is actually pretty closed off. You know, we yeah, they don't come very often.
Is it because you guys make them feel unwelcomed?
No, we make everyone feel welcomed. And if you came to our church, no matter what you are, what you do, what you worship, you're always welcome with open arms here.
Even me, a Satanist?
Yep, you're still welcome with open arms. If you choose to come, what about you come down this Sunday? We'll be glad to see you.
You'll be glad to see me at the door.
Yep, yep. Yep, service starts at 10. No. You know,
That brings us to another topic. That switches us to another
Christian
topic.
coming to church. Christian coming to church. That's a great topic. Is he going to go?
I'll think
So are you
about
going
it.
to church, Christian?
I'll think about it. We'll work on that.
No, Camden, I will pay for your gas. I'll pay for your gas.
They really want to see a Satanist go to church. And Yeah, that moves on to
Ooh.
another topic, my topic, and now we know that what Nick and Camden are in this, what stances they have sexual, in this
I believe
homosexual debate.
I well, first off, you're putting words into my mouth. Like I said, I agree with it. I support you. You do you. You do you, boo.
But I
But
never
I'm gonna
put words
support
in
you
your
through
mouth.
it.
You were arguing against it. That's
No,
what it
you
seems
were
like you were
arguing
doing.
against it, bro.
I was arguing
No.
with it. I was
If you would
stating
have
the
listened to the first
facts
thing I
and
said.
stuff like that. You were arguing totally against it. You were going in a whole different direction with this whole debate. You were bringing up what the Bible says if you are homosexual, but you weren't saying any good things about it. You were saying horrible
Because you were
things.
quoting incorrectly.
Mm-mm. I
You
was
sure,
stating a
Christian?
common
Then
mishap when
then
reading the
then
Bible
what
in
then
that
what is
section.
where's that what is that verse? So I can look it up here.
I can find it.
Okay, so then
I can have that
but
to you at the
of
end of
a
the debate.
of a man and a boy in bed. Correct.
It says, a man shall not lay with a boy. I can find the, let me click on it.
Okay, the Leviticus 8:22. You shall not lie as a male as with a woman. Is it
Leviticus
abomination?
18:22.
Leviticus, thank you. It's not surprised that the verse seems to say that gay male sex is forbidden in God's eyes. The dominant view of Western Christianity forbids same sex. Now there's nothing about male and boy.
Okay, I stand corrected, but it still doesn't matter. Religion is just a sham. It's a sham
Then why are
about
you a
trying to
Satanist?
control your political views for no reason. There is
Isn't this
no
country
need to
founded
control
on
someone
God?
else's life. But is it now? We are currently divided between the church and the country.
I
We're
mean,
founded
there's
on
still
God, but are we still following it? No.
there's still in God we trust on our currency.
And it's because we don't want
Last
to
time I
change it.
checked.
Alright, now we're going to move on to another topic. We're going to switch over. And thank Camden, our special guest, for that one. Uh, gas prices. And
Inflation. I blame inflation.
they can.
The podcast, I done checked. They can't hear Camden.
Alright, so what is the what's your political stance on our president and what he's doing to the oil crisis?
What he's doing is stupid.
What about he's doing to the crude oil and what? Stupid isn't a statement that we can just throw around there. Put some valid.
Alright. Okay.
Okay, we're waiting on an article.
Yeah. The New York Post, House Republicans want answer to oil sale. Okay.
So he's invested into oil, and that's why you think that we have a fucking oil problem?
I mean, he's trying to make money so people can pay less taxes to lower inflation here.
So
Our gas
crude
prices
oil
don't
has
go
dropped.
directly to
Crude
the.
oil has dropped 10%, and now gas prices are about to start falling rapidly. Judged from the the Bureau of Finance, and do you want to emphasize on what you think of that? Now gas is falling rapidly in price, and the housing market has dropped 15%, but crude oil has only dropped 10. So any input on why the why housing is dropping faster than gases?
Are we talking about the housing market crash here?
We are talking about both. I want your opinion on why you think that the gas prices are falling faster than the house prices.
Because everyone's wanting to move, and so if there's such a high in demand, people are going to be causing to want more money.
Why do you say not come to Texas?
I mean, there is a higher.
But TikTok's not a reliable source. So, are we just staying very controversial with these arguments, or?
I think the point that Camden's trying to get out here is we. Okay, I think that's the only point Camden really had.
Okay, we're in the early to midpoint of falling gas prices. Gas prices have declined over the last month to the lowest level since May, and Americans are set to spend 206 million less on gasoline today compared to when prices hit a record high mid-June. According to the industry tracker GasBuddy, which you can go look, we're in the midst of some of the steepest declines in quite some time. Patrick Dehane, head of petroleum analysis at GasBuddy, told Yahoo Finance Live, you can find the video at Yahoo Finance. We're seeing a big declines across many areas of the country, and should continue. Dehan predicts the national average could decline to $4.39 a gallon by the end of the week, and below $4 of a gallon by the end of the summer. For at least a couple of weeks, barring any unexpected disruptions, it is possible that the national average could eventually fall below the $4 a gallon mark by mid-August. Dehan noted, we're in the early to midpoint of the game of the falling prices. And then right in my little argument here, I have a picture of gas, and it says regular is $3.99. So it should be at 4. Gas prices in the U.S. have fallen 49 cents in the past month to a national average of $4.49 per gallon as of July 19th, according to AAA, driven in part by concerns of a potential recession, growing inventories, and reduced demand. We are seeing a level of demand destruction, Dehan said. And I won't say it's significant, but it is noticeable. In addition, we are on the supply side. We have seen improvements as refineries boost production. Texas recently became the second state to see an average gas price fall to under $4 per gallon, joining South Carolina. GasBuddy now observes 35 states with at least 35 states with at least one station selling gasoline for $3.99 per gallon or less. The lowest price in the U.S. is currently in Virginia, where two stations are selling gasoline for $3.25 per gallon. More relief at the pump may be on its way. We could see the prices staying under $4 a gallon mark in the final quarter of this year. Dehan said the biggest question is that when economic concerns continue, or we could see a potential improvement in this economy. So, can we get opinions on that, please? Of why? Not of why, but of, do you personally think that we could drop a whole dollar or so by the end of the summer? Do you think that we can match the prices that are happening right now in Virginia at 325?
For sure. With Texas's high rising economy, I think that as long as we continue to go to the way that we're going, and if we don't have any other sidetracks, we could do it if we slightly increase the oil production here. If we increase, and if President Biden would allow the Keystone Pipeline, we wouldn't have this issue.
But we're not talking about President Biden. We're talking about gas prices, for instance. And I'm
May
asking,
I finish? May I
I'm
finish? May I
asking.
finish?
This is an invalid statement that you're trying to put through. You're trying to make it so political sense.
I
I'm
am talking
asking
about a
one simple
Keystone
question.
Pipeline. A
I'm asking.
pipeline.
I'm
A
asking one
pipeline.
simple question,
A
and
pipeline.
it's do you think gas could fall below $4? Can get as low as Virginia's at 3.25 by the end of the summer? It is a yes or no question. Then you can go
Yes,
on to
with
your
a
own statement.
pipeline. A yes with a pipeline.
Continue.
If President Biden would continue to allow the production of the Keystone Pipeline, which would carry oil from our northern neighbor Canada, from its oil fields, and especially Alaska, considering Alaska has the highest oil reserve, correct?
So now we're just asking our northern neighbors and going to even more debt to fulfill our gas, to make our gas just fall below what in this instance, how far do you think our gas could fall?
Our gas would be 225 according to the Keystone Pipeline.
But how much would we
XL.
owe?
We wouldn't owe anything because we would be splitting profits along with Canada, which would increase our GDP and Canada's GDP.
But that's only if Canada allows it. What if they say no?
Canada's already allowed it.
So it's just the United States being. We have no proof that it's Biden just trying to cut it off. That is just a political inaccuracy.
We do have proof. Warren Buffett, right? The owner of the Eastern Union train system, right? He would make absolutely no money with this pipeline. And with President Biden and Warren Buffett being such close friends, which it has been documented. Sorry, I'm distracted. No, I'm distracted. Thank you. But anyways, with this, it's being documented. It has been documented. It has been documented since them hanging out while President Biden was in Senate. You know, it's been proven that they're the best of buds. And with a small donation of, I think it was $30 million. You know, with $30 million, you could pretty much put in a word with anybody, right? Because money can get you places in America.
Anybody? So you're saying that we can just bribe our way to the the top? That you can just bribe anybody with a certain currency? It doesn't matter if we have before. It's a new age. Do you think that that's just a?
What'd you say, Camden? That makes a valid point.
So you're just saying that bribing our way is the only way to get things done? That there is no way... Okay, but bribing a political official is illegal. So are you telling our viewers to start bribing people to commit
Not
crime?
if it's under the table.
So now you're saying to illegally bribe someone.
Is there a legal way to bribe anybody?
There is not. You can give to their charities and maybe they can. But
I mean that's what he did. He made a slight donation to hit their campaign. You know, with that campaign, like you can add a little comment. You know?
This is highly unethical and unprofessional. Also immoral. If you say that you're a man with morals, then that is a pure lie.
No one said they're a man with morals.
You were telling everyone to commit a crime to help themselves with a beneficial gain.
I mean, who are you to say that our morals are incorrect? No one has any right, I mean, except for Aristotle. Well, not even Aristotle. Our morals is what we were based and raised off of. Agreed? You have different morals than I do, correct, Christian? Correct.
I mean, I would like to say I have better morals than you do, as
I mean, who are you to say that? You know who? I have not bribed a public official. Have
but
I?
you were talking about one like you would if you had the money. If you had the chance,
If
you
I
had
had,
the
if I
money,
had the
you
money, if I had the
would.
money, I wouldn't bribe a public official. I would try running for a public official spot.
Okay, so, uh, Aristotle says, oh, sorry, Socrates says to be is to do, and to do is to be. Meaning, to do something, it has a cause and effect. If you do something, then you are something. You are what you do. That is what he's saying. So if you commit a criminal act, then you are a criminal, such as bribing, such as stealing. If you steal, then you are a thief. That is what that means. And from what I've heard from you so far, is it sounds like, and this is where I get the immoral part, is you talk about bribing a public official like it's an easy thing to do. Like they're crooked ones are just walking around. And I believe that your next argument is about to be, oh, maybe they are walking around. Well, we never know if they are. But I would like to think that they wouldn't, and I would like to know as a professional, from a professional standpoint, that they're not just
You will
walking
do whatever you
around.
can to get to the top. You will do whatever you can to get to the top. That is human psychology. You are willing
What?
to risk everything to be at the top.
So, and
Christian,
Camden, you said
Christian,
that this represents this conversation right now.
Christian,
So,
are you trying everything you can to be at the top of this debate?
I am,
So
but
exactly, you are doing
it
everything in
isn't
your
because I have
possible
some.
ability. You are doing everything in your possibility to be at the top.
It isn't because I have
Correct.
some
Am I correct?
subconscious psychological view that I want to be on top of things. No, Nick, you don't have to compare me to such low standards like that.
I'm not comparing you to anybody. I'm just saying, are you trying your best to be on top?
I am because it's a debate. You're supposed
Exactly.
to win a debate.
But what is the definition of winning in life?
What is the definition, Nick?
Exactly.
Please tell us.
I'm asking y'all. What is the definition of winning in life?
Well, how are you gonna ask a question but not know the answer to it? Unless it was a rhetorical question.
Exactly.
Okay, but a lot of people try to figure out those answers. So are you saying that just because we don't know the answers we should give up?
You gotta live life, man. Exactly.
Alright, everybody, it seems like this is going nowhere. I'd like to say thank you for watching the podcast. Please remember to subscribe. And please watch the other podcasts. So, and goodbye.